Your chauffeur awaits you.
Oh, this is perfect. Almost perfect.
Because we've had the luxury of not having to produce, you know, 6-part series once a year, we've got into the position where we have written them about things that really excited us to happen, rather than just, you know, another incident. And it just so happens that the thing that seemed most fun and exciting to do right now was to marry Dawn off. With the casting of who Dawn was going to marry, we wanted someone gorgeous. Dawn insisted on that. We wanted someone the public would know, or most of the public would know, but we wanted someone without too much baggage.
All comers, all welcome here in the bosom of my bosoms.
I was sitting on a train reading the scripts and crying with laughter, and all these businessmen kind of turning around, tutting at me, but yeah, you don't often read scripts that make you kind of laugh out loud.
Richard Armitage, very nice. Quite a lot younger than me. Do you have a quick snog for courage?
That's a very good idea.
You need vicar?
I kept checking if he was all right or if he needed therapy, but he seemed to be managing it and was prepared to do all the extra kissing that I insisted on as practice.
What time are the services on Sundays? Thank you.
I think she was lonely, and I think she doesn't want to be lonely anymore. And I don't think it will stop her being a great vicar, you know, and she's entitled to a partner. Which one of my many husbands and wives is this going to be?
Now that she's married, that would really deeply change the dynamic of how it works in the village.
Hello, Geraldine.
So I think by doing exactly what we wanted to do, we have slightly, I think, closed the door on the future.
I wondered whether or not you would consider marrying me.
Well, yes, of course, I'd be delighted to.
The moment when she's asked for a hand in marriage is, I mean, I have to say, even a tear came to my eye.
Oh, come on, Harry. You shouldn't be marrying someone if you don't even know their name.
Well, obviously it's Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Granger.
Granger.
They play it terribly well, and that's what takes you in. That's what makes you think, yes, I believe in Dibley. I believe in, you know, love at first sight. I believe in Vickers. Hooray!
Let me just be absolutely sure I've got this right. You are asking me to marry you.
Yes. I loved you the second I laid eyes on you, and I absolutely know that we are meant to be together forever, and we will always be happy.
She just doesn't smile. She lets the world know that she's having a wonderful time.
You look around the table and I can't actually believe I'm in this show. I'm like I'm dreaming this.
Hold back, hold back.
Just such a lovely group of people. Just bonkers and different and lovely.
The world, it's sort of put into a kind of parallel universe in a way.
You must write funnier stuff, Paul. It's got to be more amusing. I can't go on carrying you on this show.
In some ways, it's more realistic than you'd think.
It became popular, and we thought, wow, isn't this nice? And then it became very popular, and I said, wow, it was very nice.
It has done a great deal of good for the cause of women and the church and ultimately God.
29, take 3.
As long as people have got a sense of humour, they will laugh at Dibley.
Spent the whole 3 weeks crying with laughter.
They are all ridiculous, and yet there's something that all humans recognise in there.
It's just kind of being silly for a living.
People do occasionally ask me what is the secret to writing a successful sitcom, and the answer is quite simply you write it with Richard Curtis.
It's a funny thing to think that such a sweet programme should have had political intentions.
Quite a lot of ratting happens on that set. Yeah, there's a lot of ratting in the rehearsals. I'll miss that.